routine of 31 days of cold plunging. Do you have a morning routine? Do you have a night routine? Let's talk about routines. Comment below if you've got one, or if you're in the process of trying to cultivate one. It is a cultivation, by the way. I would be nowhere fast, and not in a good nowhere, not like let's get lost in nowhere land and go camping somewhere and hiking. No, I would be nowhere fast if I did not have my daily routines. These have been transformative for my life. And it is unimaginable to me these days that people get by without having them. But I realize that most people don't have them. They don't have self-care routines, or they don't have some kind of routine or ritual or practices that take care of their holistic health. I know that this is a fact because, well, when I get up really early at a campsite or when I'm in the backcountry and I see other people they're already on the trail, and I just finished meditating, let's say. But I woke up maybe 2 hours ago. Same thing happens. And I'll be honest, it's made it sometimes a little bit challenging to travel with other people. I've been a solo female traveler since I was 23, so that's 12 years now. And these routines that I do, they, for me, have helped me develop my boundaries and honor my needs. That is one of the primary important things about routines or rituals, whichever way you want to see them, or practices. Whenever there is someone that invites me over, I'm a little bit cautious about that because I need my own personal space. This is a need for me. It is a need for me energetically as well, because I'm not going to be able to show up my best, that everybody loves to see me at my best. Everybody likes me around, but I'm not going to be showing up my best, especially as a light worker in this world, if I don't do my routines. That is my self-care and my practices, right? And so I'll tell people, and this is an articulation of boundaries. Hey, I went on a hiking trip actually last year with somebody. They wanted to come along. I was like, all right, well, we can do that, but I'm not going to be ready I need 2 hours, and that's a bare minimum. I need 2 hours before I'm going to hit the trail with you. They were totally cool with that. You know what they did? They waked and baked. Who am I to judge? If that's your morning ritual, fine. But I don't think it's the best practice to cultivating your mental clarity and concentration. I'm no cannabis hater, okay? Cannabis, I'll make a video on it as well. I love cannabis, but that's not my morning practice to immediately start smoking cannabis and be on my way. No, I have practices. How do I start my day? I wake up, I wash my face, and I will almost immediately start doing my morning pages. What are they? Well, you see this little composition notebook. It doesn't cost much in the store. These are 3 pages of stream of consciousness writing that I do every morning. You must do them in the morning. I'll make a whole video around it. These pages, they are taken from Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, which you're going to hear me talk about a lot if you tune in. A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity by Julia Cameron. Some people want to write it off as though it's just going to unblock you. It is a spiritual program, okay? I love seeing ads for this and they're bypassing it. That program, I redo it every so often, the entire one, but I live by the morning pages and the artist date of the week, or I go on sometimes more than one a week. And that, if you are codependent, that's gonna help you get out of codependency even faster. It's good in so many ways. I'm not going to get too much into the artist date here. Let's get back to the pages. The pages, it helps me get past the negative critic faster. It helps me check in with myself. The pages are here for you to listen. This is an unbiased friend that will listen to whatever the fuck you have to say. And you know what? I'm sorry to hate to break it to you or whatever. No, I don't hate to break it to you. I love to be the bearer of this news and to just be honest about things. Not everyone has the capacity to listen to us moan and groan and complain. This helps me show up better in the world after I do them, because I can complain and bitch and moan in here, and I know that this is going to be the best answer. It is an easy access to me communicating with my higher power as well. Now, what do I do next? I sit on the cushion, or if I'm car camping, I sit on that cushion. I sit on the cushion and I meditate. I've been doing Kundalini Pranayama breath work in the morning, and I do it in the evening as well too. Meditation is transformative. I could talk for hours on end about meditation, honestly. But meditation for me, some of the top things have been increase in concentration and focus and memory, mindfulness, patience. Oh my God, the world would be such a better place if we all had more patience. And the last thing that I'm going to mention of one of the many things that meditation has given me is discipline. Discipline. You're cultivating discipline to be able to show up back on the cushion every day or however often you're doing it, right? And cultivating this is a work in progress. It's not going to be always beautiful, and you must have this discipline to keep showing up onto the mat or the cushion. Sometimes with our routines, we've got to figure out what works best for us. And it takes a lot of trial and error, right? We're trying things out. So stay curious and figure out, like, I don't think I like to do that before that. I think that comes before that. And you try it out one day and you're like, yeah, that works. And maybe it didn't work. You got to be playful with it in a way and be like your own scientist or your own developer of your life, right? You're cultivating your life, okay? It's beautiful. This is empowering, okay? So now after I do that, I'll make a nice breakfast for myself. I'll take all my supplements. I take zinc, I take NAC, it's really good. And I take lion's mane. This is from my friends over in Washington, Snohomish, Sun, Science Under Nature. And I take this, and this is amazing if you've got any kind of brain, you want to improve your brain functioning, your focus. It's great for anyone who has ADHD. And I need to take it now, so I took it out for our special here, the Smart Mushroom. So I'll take all my supplements, and then I'll get on to, maybe I'll get into my work, or I'll take a little walk. For a while I was doing a little run in the morning, and I really liked that way. Now the cold plunge I'm doing at different points of the day. I think it would be best to start my day with it. I'm not going to be able to start my day with it before pages. Pages come first. That is the bare minimum. If I was into like a complete rush, that is the first thing that I would do. But meditation is extremely important as well. They work differently for me. What the pages do, meditation doesn't do. And what meditation does, morning pages don't do. They're very different. And so then I go about my day. I do not take out my phone and look at things. I don't go on my phone before any of these things are complete. Seriously. I'd love to just urge you, don't do that. That is how you get a cortisol rush first thing in the morning. oh, all this work emails popping up or whatever. Check this notification. Bup, 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 bup. Do you want to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can get past limiting beliefs? Don't open your phone that early. Your subconscious mind is susceptible first thing in the morning when you wake up, within those 20 minutes and within 20 minutes before bed. And this is why it's appalling to me. People don't know this, and they're being programmed as they're watching media before bed, and straight thing in the morning they put on the news. It's the most cringy thing for me to watch. But that's their life. It's not mine, you know. I've got to, all I can do is share what I've got for you, you know. So don't do that. Make your morning and your evening about you. About you. Maybe you have a book you want to read too in the evening. We'll talk about evening routines another time. But this is very important. Don't cater to the phone or any of the technology just yet. And I'm not anti-tech, but we need to guard the sense doors, as it's called in Buddhism. That means that we are aware. We're aware of things that bring us down or can bring us down. For example, maybe it is going out and drinking for some people. Well, for anyone really. We don't really need to drink. It's not conducive to anything much. Like, you can even get those antioxidants that are in wine from other places. But anyways, something that is not really, we know it's not skillful. It's not wholesome for us. Not good and bad, skillful and wholesome, okay? We know it's not. We know it's unskillful maybe. It's unwholesome. It doesn't contribute to the cultivation we're trying to do, right? And so we already have a strategy to guard the sense doors of pleasures, right? We don't go past the liquor store maybe. And this is a different topic that I could delve into elsewhere, but it's not avoidance. We just know what it's about already, and we're not about it. And for me, that's the phone thing. I had an alarm clock, a digital one, for a while that was just silent, wasn't tracking my sleep at night, probably like the phone is, and it broke on me, so I got to get a new one. I don't like having my phone on at night. I don't like being tracked, because I know that that's what's going on, that my sleep patterns are being tracked, probably without me even somewhere in the terms and conditions. Who knows? They change that shit on us all the time too. Nobody reads that stuff these days. Who's going to sit down in their long day to read 20 pages of terms and conditions as though they're some kind of lawyer? No one does. And it's appalling too. But guard your sense doors. Guard your sense doors. You are precious. You're precious. Your daily habits are all part of your cultivation. And it is a practice to be cultivated over time. You may be alone on your path for some time, by the way. It's important to try, if you can, to find community of people who are also on the same path. Maybe go to the Buddhist center. Maybe go into 4D University online, which Aaron Abke has going on. It's great. Or maybe you find some other yoga group, whatever it is, so that you're not so alone. But at the end of the day, even if you are, it is acknowledged that it is your practice. You don't need to be codependent that you need other people to be doing it, okay? We need to be resolute with what we've chosen for ourselves. And that it doesn't matter who else is doing it. We're doing it for us, okay? And ultimately, when we do these amazing practices, they most often flow outward because our cups become filled up. And when we do this daily, and when we are always in the habit of it, we are showing up better, like I said, and it overflows sometimes into the world. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't bother us who's taking time in line, it doesn't bother us who flicked us off and told us learn how to fucking drive or whatever happened in the car, you know? It rolls off of us easier. It rolls off. If you're feeling lonely on the path, it's a natural part of it, okay? You're not alone though, know that. We're never alone. many people do these practices, right? And it makes it all the more, what's the word? It makes it all the more sweet when we do come into contact with people who are also they also have practices. For example, 2 years ago, I was leaving Loveburn. This is a big regional burn, like Burning Man. So it's smaller than Burning Man, but quite big. And I met a lot of really cool people there, acro yogis. They invited me over to this movement acro yogi place. And while I was on my drive out, and they were like, yeah, you can crash there. And it was awesome because, like, I made friends who are all about their spiritual and physical movement practices, right? And in the morning, what was so great is that I didn't have to even explain I'm going over here. Everybody else was doing their practices. This guy's over here meditating. This one's over here doing a bunch of stretches. I went off to do my pages. It was great. And it was a nice reminder that I'm not alone on this path, that I need to maybe make some more friendships with people who are on it, right? But at the end of the day, it starts within. It starts with us. So start. It's your choice with how you want to cultivate your day. With that being said, nourish thyself. And I'm going to I'm going to start some breath work and then do this cold plunge. It's already quite cold out, but you know what? It takes 2 minutes only to do a submersion. That's pretty quick. I can do it. It's giving me a lot of gusto, and we'll splice it in there. It must be my lucky day, or it's early enough, because the mosquitoes are not out like they would be later on. I'm gonna measure the water now. All right, this water, it says it's 34.8. Yeah, that makes sense. I take it back, one just flew into my mouth. Even though it's going to be really cold, again, I'm reminding myself, I'm just saying over and over again, it's so beautiful. I love it here. It's so beautiful. I don't get this opportunity every day. I don't get any opportunity when I'm in Florida to do this. I wouldn't just go and jump into any body water there. There's crocodiles, alligators, all kinds of shit. All kinds of beautiful, lovely creatures is what I meant to say. That I should not be around. That I should be aware of. But yeah, not everybody gets this opportunity. I don't get it every day. And this is a place that's like a pilgrimage for me. And I'm not even going to say where it is. But hopefully you're enjoying seeing parts of it. Oh my God. Whew. You're almost in. You're almost in. Oh my God. Oh. All right. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna have to go I'm gonna have to read the Knowles book again and what it says on hypothermia, because all right, that was pushing my limits. I literally, and I don't use the word literally easily like many people these days, I literally was getting brain freeze, and I've never gotten that much brain freeze. How do I feel? I feel amazing for doing it again. I love this place so much. Yeah, we'll see what's to come of this. That is one of the most profound experiences of being in the body of Mother Gaia. To be in a basin of the earth, if you've never done that before, you've got to do it at some point in some way. Or just go lie on the grass, you know? We've lost touch. We've really lost touch, and I can't tell you how much of, like, I'm here sharing my journey of the outdoors with you, but it's not the same as going out there. You know, they've done scientific reports, brain scans of people just viewing a picture of nature, viewing video of nature. It causes a relaxation state in the body. Well, duh, it does, because we're meant to be in nature. Like, duh. I mean, the fact that we have to run scientific articles on this, and scientific investigations on everything that should be innate wisdom is crazy to me. But okay, I'll try to view it from a fun lens, that I can tell people that to encourage them to get outdoors. But get outdoors. Even if you're in a city, get to whatever slice of nature that you can. If that's all you've got, and that happens to me because I travel a lot, just get out there. This is our mother. This is our divine mother who created all of us. So enjoy being in her presence. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow in day 14. Mwah. Lots and lots of love. Get on those practices. Keep cultivating them. We're in the thick of it. That's the way we want to be.